Every day, one by one, I'm gonna try every recipe of Laura, starting from the very beginning. Come, join me on my challenge. Let's go! Hi everyone! My name is Ruta and welcome to my food challenge where I'm trying Laura in the kitchen recipes for the very first time in front of the camera together with you. And today I'm going to try a really fun cookie recipe called Linzer cookies. And with all seriousness, coming prepared. I'm just after a very intense deliberation of which forms of all of these cookie cutters to use for this particular recipe. So if you're curious to see which one's won, and of course how it goes trying this recipe out for the very first time, then keep on watching. We're gonna need 280 grams of flour, 200 grams of butter, 180 grams of jam, I'm using raspberry today, 100 grams of sugar, 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract, half a teaspoon of salt, and some powdered sugar. I'm gonna start by adding butter and sugar into this huge bowl just so that it's easy to mix everything and cream them together. Now vanilla extract. Okay, now before adding the flour and the salt into the, well, what seems to be the wet mixture, I just want to briefly mix the salt into the flour and then I'm gonna continue on into mixing. I'm not sure if it was the most right decision to choose my handheld mixer, but I put my KitchenAid very high, so unless I absolutely need it, I guess it's a bad place for it then, huh? I would use it normally. Anyway, so I think at some point or another, I'm just gonna switch to these attachments. Okay, so it was one of those times where it was actually easier to do it by hand. So now as I put it together, I'll actually divide it into two. I'll form it into a disc, wrap it in plastic wrap, and put it into the fridge for 30 minutes to chill. Has passed, then here's 1/2 of my dough. The other one is still chilling in the fridge, and by the way, we do so that they would keep their form once I cut out the cookies. So I have some flour here. I'm gonna lightly flour the surface, dump the dough onto it, and then roll it out into somewhat like a 1/2 centimeter thickness circle or whatever shape I managed to make. And then the number one winner of the cookie cutters is this one. So once I have the dough rolled out, I'm gonna try and cut out as many cookies as I can. Oh cool, I managed to make them even thinner. Actually, you can go as thin as 0.3 centimeters, and these will be definitely thinner, which is great. Do you know why? There will be more cookies. Okay, now are you ready to see the second winner of the cookie cutters? It's this cute little star. Ideally for Linzer cookies, well, from at least what I've googled, I saw that they usually use the same shape. So let's say now I'm using the circle, so I should have a smaller circle because the whole idea with Linzer cookies is it's sort of like a sandwich cookie made from 2 cookies with a little bit of jam in between them, and the top cookie, here's the whole catch, has a little cutout so you actually see the jam. It looks really cute, but the idea can be adapted in that you just need the second cookie cutter to be smaller than the first one. So now, for half of these, I'm gonna make this cutout which will make that cute peekaboo into the jam. And I feel like my dough is a little bit too warm already. And this is a little bit too big. It could be smaller. Okay, I'm gonna really try to do my best. Maybe first I should transfer the cookies onto the parchment lined baking sheet and then cut them out. Maybe they will keep the shape then better. Let's try that. Man, it turns out that my second winner is not winner at all because it's just not small enough and the cookie breaks. So it will be a no-go, but are you ready to see what I figured out? Can you guess what this is? This is the cap of my Marsala wine bottle. So I have a feeling that this is actually the perfect size for the smaller cutout. Okay, so except for the start, this is not the most exciting form of a cookie, now is it? It will look really cute in the very end, I'm sure of that, but I feel like maybe I should make the second batch some other form? What do you think? Well, I'll contemplate on that, but now this needs to chill. So I'm gonna put this back into the fridge for at least 30 minutes so that once I bake the cookies, they would keep their shape and not just, melt out. So I'll also add this leftover dough to the fridge as well, so this chills, and then work on the rest of the dough. The first batch was in the fridge indeed for 30 minutes, so now it's time for it to bake. I have preheated my oven to 180 degrees and I'll put this into the oven for 12 to 15 minutes until I see that it's nicely golden brown. My last batch is in the oven, the second one is cooling down, and the first one is actually ready to go to the next step because these cooled down completely. These are thin cookies, so it doesn't really take that much time. And now, for sure, the most fun part of the recipe. I have a little bit of jam here. I'm gonna take a butter knife and smear a little bit of jam over the bottom part of the cookie. So all the cookies that have nothing on them, like no cutouts, those will be covered with some jam. Okay, now for the magic to happen and for everyone to be like, wait, how did you do that? You need to make this step right now, right here. Take some powdered sugar and powder the top parts of the cookie here when it's away from this part. In that case, you'll have some powdered sugar here, but not on the jam. It took way longer than I expected that it will take. You know, when you watch Laura's videos, it's always like so short and quick and like you're like, oh, this will just take a minute. But man, I feel like I've been making them for half a day. Now, they do look cute. They really do. Which one to try? Which one? This flowers. I couldn't even choose which shape looked the nicest. I have such an array of them. Okay, let's try. Then should be and are really flaky. Man, this is fragile cookie. It's such a delicate cookie as well. It's really... Oh my god, look. Okay. It's not me. I just had to eat the whole cookie. It's a messy cookie. I have to say, the coolest thing about them is the texture. Even though we have quite a lot of different kinds of such cookies, I didn't know that they're called Linzer, by the way. But in Lithuania, we really do like our jammy cookies, but the texture of them is really, really different. It's like soft and sometimes even maybe spongy, but this one, it's flaky. It's like, well, it is actually butter-based dough, so it's, just imagine almost like a pie crust, not really, but something like that. It's really fun. Not really sure if it's a cookie worth making at home though. I mean, it would be so much quicker, everything would be so much quicker to just go and buy, but in the time, I love how I just talk and like eat. In the time that you would make this cookie, you could make some really fancy looking like pie or cake or whatever. This is not a quick cookie. Like in my mind, cookies are something super quick. Like the quickest thing is muffin, then cookie, and then all the others. But this is by no means is a quick cookie. It's really cute though. I'm happy I tried it. This is how Laura's look like, and there you can find a link to her video if you would like to check her make it. Okay, I have to admit, it's really cute to look at. Oh, I have one, which is missing the top. Even those cutouts, man, I feel like I used half of the things in my home just to figure out how to cut out really small hole. And you know what worked the best? I don't think I said that in the video, did I? The top of the lipstick, like the cap of the lipstick, that worked the best. So yeah, this was an adventure. This was definitely a challenge-worthy recipe, which I would never make myself, like would never choose such a recipe to try out, but that's why I have challenges. It's really, really fun. So as you can guess, I have my tea ready here. I'll go and spend some more time with these little cute thingies. If you want more inspiration on what cookies to try out, I have a long playlist with a lot of really nice cookies. Okay, let's try this. It's there. If it's not, just click where it is. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope that this was fun and helpful. Check out the description box below for the written recipe, and I'll see you soon. Bye!